Hey guys, my name is Tracy. I'm a certified medium with Inner Being Awakened.
Hi guys, my name is Oren. I'm a certified personal trainer. Feel free to reach out if you need online training.
So today we're going to get the male perspective on dating and relationships from Oren.
Yeah, you're gonna get my perspective.
So I guess the first thing I want to know is what is a relationship from the guy's perspective or your perspective? What is a relationship about? Like, what's important in a relationship?
Well, I feel what's important in a relationship is communication. Like you gotta make your intentions clear, like the things you want, and the things you don't want, the things you like, and the things you don't like. That's what I feel a relationship is. Just the basics. You know what I mean? And I think talking about males and female relationships, I guess, because I'm a heterosexual. So yeah, so it's just kind of like making your intentions clear
Okay.
and communicating
Mm-hmm.
like adults. Like that's pretty much it. Like not arguing and say, hey, you should do this. It's like no, let's sit down like adults and discuss what's our next move or what we gotta do, and you know.
Mm-hmm. And what like makes it work? What do you think would make a connection or a relationship work between two people?
Well, for my perspective, for a guy perspective, what a relationship work for a guy, for me, I would say, is the person is caring, the person is kind, understanding, ambitious, isn't needy. You know what I mean? So I kind of made a list, like those are the things that I like, and obviously there'll be some things that I don't like. But back to your question, like what makes a relationship work? I think it's just it's something undescribable. It's just a connection. It's a mystery. You know what I mean? You just like for a guy, I see somebody attractive in the physical, like a nice body, face, everything, and then I get to know the person, and I realize like, oh, beyond the body, they have these attributes which you don't see, right? Like kindness, compassion, understanding, ambitious. The list goes on and on, but like once a person covers most of the list, I think that's where it starts. But the connection and the spark, this starts automatically just from physical attraction. You be like, damn, that girl has a fat ass, or damn, she has some nice lips. That
Mm-hmm.
kind of thing. That how it initially gets the spark, really,
Right.
for men, the physical.
And then from there you kind of figure out to see if you click.
Yeah, to see if the non-physical attributes are there that I look for in a partner.
What would you say if you meet someone, there's like a really intense passion between the two, but it seems like it's only in the intimate kind of connection. There's nothing else involved. What would you say that is about? Do you think that's something
Yeah,
that's
so
gonna
that
lead anywhere, or?
well, you don't already know, right?
Hmm.
Like every relationship you get into, it's you don't already know it's either gonna work or it's not gonna work. And some relationships pretty much runs its course, and some relationship is like it's like the weather, right?
But I'm just trying to say, like, okay, say the guy's only calling the girl up when he wants sex, like a booty call.
And she's complying with that.
Yeah.
Well, then that works for both of them.
But are they gonna get to know, like, there's not gonna be any chance to get to know each other on a more,
Well, if a guy
like,
is just calling up a girl for a booty call, well, then that's just all he wants.
yeah.
If he wants more, then he would do more things to get more, to get the relationship to go out and do things. But there's no right or wrong way. It's just like at that point in his life, maybe that's all he has the time for is just to have a booty call, and vice versa in the female's life. All she may just want is just like a booty call, right? But it's a kind of a weird dynamic because in one part, the guy may be at that stage where he doesn't really want a relationship, but he wants his needs met met and he has a booty call, right? Or it could be reverse. The girl doesn't really want a relationship or nothing right now, but she just wants a booty call. So it's kind of like, this is what he wants. And as time progresses, if it's the same thing, well then, if you're cool with that, well then go enjoy your booty call. If you know you want more, well then, for the female, she'll have to like go somewhere else.
Yeah.
Or if he wants more, he will actually do more outside of just that, right? But like, I don't think there's anything wrong with it. I just think it's just like, if two people are on the same page, like she wants a booty, she just wants this, he just wants that, then it's fine and dandy.
And so basically, it's like set your healthy boundaries if you want more than that.
Yeah,
Or
that's what I was
go elsewhere.
I would say make your intentions clear. So if I'm upfront, he's like, yes, I am open to a relationship, and you see like maybe a couple months or whatever down the road, or however long you want it, is not moving, is not progressing. Well, then you know what it is. It's pretty simple, but it's simple that way, right? So. But like the physical attraction to somebody just in a sensual way, that's another beast in itself, right? Because damn, it just be really awesome and the person really likes it, and the person might like the person, and they want more, and the person just doesn't exhibit those things.
They're not ready for it.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, because you have to be at a good space.
Yeah, for a guy, he will not. For a guy, if he just wants a booty call, and you're just coming in the nighttime, whatever, then that's all he wants.
Yeah.
He doesn't want to go on dinner dates. He doesn't want to do anything.
Yeah.
He just wants you to come over. Obviously, you may have a little quick small talk or whatever, but like, it's going to lead to boom, boom in the room.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you basically think that it probably won't evolve into anything else?
I can't answer that question.
It depends on each person individually.
Yeah, it depends on the two people. Because what I feel is like the person has to like put their foot down and say, hey, this is what I want.
Yeah.
And then
go from there.
The guy will say yes or no.
Yeah.
But if everybody's just kind of like quiet and because the guy doesn't want it, so he's not going to say nothing.
Yeah. Yeah.
But if the woman wants it and she doesn't say nothing, well then the guy will just think like, oh, everything's good, I'm good to go. She doesn't say nothing, I say nothing. Man, it's working out.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And what about when these connections go into relationships? Do you believe that there is such thing as monogamy? Do you think that's a natural thing between couples, is to have like a monogamous relationship?
Yeah, it's a natural thing, right? Because it all depends on the individual. Some individuals, they want to be in a monogamous relationship, meaning like one on one, right? And some people may want 2-on-1 or 3-on-1. So it all depends on the individual, you know what I mean? And what they want. Like relationship is really like an individual thing, like, you know what I mean? So monogamy works for some people, and it doesn't work for some people. Once you find out what kind of person you are, and you accept that, okay, I'm this type of person, this is what I like, and you have the courage to say so, well then you'd be good.
I think that's the big thing, the courage to be who you are.
Yeah.
Because a lot of times, people get into relationships and, in the beginning it might be good because it's a new person, there's that passion. But then as time goes on, sometimes that passion might dwindle a bit. And then you have one person that starts looking elsewhere, but they're not honest with their partner about it, right? And so I think that's where like honesty is really important, to be open and communicative with the person that you're with, to be like, maybe, I like our time together, I enjoy you as a person, but I'm not feeling like I'm fully satisfied.
Yes.
Do you think people are going to really do that though?
Well, you have to say, so like that, you just be like, hey, everything is going great. I would like I want us to be exclusive, or I want us to be like monogamous, you know what I mean? Or I want us to be like in a relationship, but like we can still see other people, you know what I mean? It's just, so the person who you say that will have to accept that. So, so in that scenario, you have to like accept the fact that a person could accept it, or they could deny it and they can walk. So a lot of people, they kind of like fear that, where they don't want to say because the person could walk. You know what I mean? Or the person could just be like invested so much time and effort and energy. They just do they don't want the person to leave. So they don't want to like say what they actually really want.
So they'll usually go behind the person's back. And
Well, yeah. If that's like a committed relationship, well then you go behind someone's back. If it's not like a committed relationship, but then you know what I mean?
you're open to do whatever you want to do
Yeah.
if it's not committed.
Yeah.
And the thing is too, when we get back to like that whole the word you brought up, fear, right? So a lot of people, they don't want to be honest with their partner and be like, okay, you know, I enjoy our time together, but like maybe I would like to, you know, look elsewhere as well, because they have that fear. Well, what is that? Why would they have the fear?
Because they don't want to lose. They don't want that person out of their lives. Right?
Well, why is it okay? So
They don't want a person out of their life.
okay, but the thing is,
Yes.
they're in a relationship with this person and they're not fully being satisfied by this person.
Yeah.
So they still want to hang on to that person.
Yes.
And go elsewhere as well.
Yes.
So they want to have their cake and eat it too, basically.
Well, I wouldn't say having your cake and eat it. I'll be like, if you're not making your intentions clear, well, then you are lying. Right?
Yeah.
And that's really what it comes down to.
Yeah.
Because if you have because if you look at it this way, yeah, the person is in a committed relationship, and they go elsewhere, and they do something in secret, nobody knows. Okay, bam, now they find out, then it's a big, you know what I mean? So wouldn't it be easier just to say,
Just to be upfront.
yeah,
in the beginning.
Yeah, would it be easier to say, hey, what do you think about me seeing other people? Would that be something you'll be cool with, but I still really like being with you also? And then you will have your answer. You know what I mean? And you know, so then it could even mean that, hey, this person is not really for you because they don't want an open relationship, or they don't want to date other people.
Exactly.
So they can now go and find.
That's really a key word, and I think people have to get over that fear of needing someone else to fulfill them, right? Like the main thing is that they're afraid to tell the person, right? Why are they afraid? Are they afraid because financially there's some stability there, maybe with having the other person around, or it's a comfort zone, or like this person helps me with stuff around the house and I don't want to lose them because of that? Like, I think it's the person that, you know, wants to explore different things and they're afraid to open up to their partner. They got to get clear on their fear.
Yeah, it's because you have to have a time where it's like you have to like sit down and talk if something's actually bothering you, and you're gonna see if you can rectify the situation, or you can like go elsewhere. There's nothing wrong with starting
an open relationship.
Well, no, or starting over. And one thing that I've noticed with a lot of people, including myself, I've gotten a lot better with it, is the fact that people don't want to be alone. So once you are comfortable with just being alone, then you know, okay, adding somebody which is just a plus, but I'm fine if I'm alone. I can enjoy myself alone. I can go to places alone. I can eat food alone. And you're not really alone. If you want to meet somebody, just go meet somebody. There are many things to do and activities where you could be among people. Yes, when everything's done, you're gonna go home. But by the time you've done all those activities, you're gonna go home and sleepy, retired.
Yeah.
And you meet a bunch of people. So it's like you're never really alone. It's just like more of a mindset. Like if someone leaves, I'm gonna be alone. Like no, you still have your family. You still have your friends. You can join different things.
And even if you don't have family or friends,
yeah,
like you said, you can join a group.
you can do many things.
Yeah, pick up a hobby.
Yes.
Do things that make you happy.
Yeah.
And then when you get to that point, maybe you're not going to have those fears that you need someone, right?
Yeah.
And you'll just be happy to be honest about things and open about things because, you know, if you're with the right person, say the person that you're with, you know, one person wants to go and explore other avenues. They want an open relationship. Well, if you're with the right person,
they'll be cool with it.
They'll be cool with it.
They'll be like, man, I was waiting for you to ask us all
right.
this time. I'll stick with the same thing too.
And you know, maybe the two people that want the open relationship are more friends than anything. Maybe they're not even the right connection either.
Well, who knows, right?
Right? So
who knows?
It's just being open and honest with someone because I feel like the more people do that, the less problems we're gonna have.
Well, yeah.
Right? People are gonna have like a broader idea of what they truly desire without the fear there.
Yeah, but I definitely feel like when you're younger, you definitely are learning and growing. So I feel like at that stage, there's a lot of mistakes you're gonna make and a lot of things you're gonna do wrong. But it's also a lesson to learn. Some people learn at a younger age and they understand at a quick age and they have the courage. But some people may be at a different stage. You know what I mean? But just really what it is just accepting who you are and be willing to tell the person who you are in a relationship that I want to do this and this. You know what I mean? And if the person's cool with that, well then you're cool with that. So that's just really what that boils down to. But like needing people, I think as human beings we definitely need people. I'm not gonna bush anybody because we need people for companionship. We need people to like prepare our foods. We need people to like have the electricity going so we can film this, have this video going. We need people to do things, right? You know what I'm saying? So we definitely need people, but we don't want to be needy. We want to be able to like, okay, there's nobody around. Oh, this is what I do. I'm gonna paint this. I paint pictures, whatever. You know what I mean? And the person comes along, say, want to paint pictures too? Oh, no problem. Let's go. You know what I mean? And I think that's really what it is. It's
having
like,
a good sense of self.
Yeah, because like having good company that you can share ideas, having good company to share good foods, good times. That's only gonna make you grow as a person, exposed to different things, or even different stories, or different way of looking at stuff. You know what I mean? And the grand scheme of stuff is like nothing lasts forever, you know? Life is a journey, so just like stop worrying and just enjoy the moment you're with that person. You know what I mean? We don't know when the time's gonna be up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's true. Just to enjoy the company of someone and not having to overanalyze it or like just be honest and open and right?
Yeah, just be you. You know what I mean? All right.
Yeah, so
I like that question.
Yeah. It seems like there's a lot of different relationships out there too, and I think like just that open communication can help you get on the right level, right? I mean, is there anything else that goes with a relationship better than open communication?
Yeah, which takes courage. Yeah. So you know what I mean. So and also because if everybody was like that, well then we wouldn't be making this video. Some people will not. they're kind of sneaky or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
It all depends on them. But like, yeah, it would be a lot easier if somebody just say, hey, this is what I want. Do you want these things? Boom. It's like when you were a kid, you know, and you like somebody, and you just write, do you like me? Yes or no. And you just take the letter to them. It's like, that's it.
Mm-hmm.
It's not like, okay, you know what I mean? Like, where you see someone in 5 years.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, what kind of car you know what I mean? He was a kid,
Yeah.
right? Are you going to be alone? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's just yes or no. You like each other, you go play in the playground.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's a nice, simple outlook, right?
Yeah.
Do you have anything else that you want to add to that?
No.
No?
I think I covered that.
You covered it all, yeah.
As much as I could.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess another thing that I wanted to get into as well is with the whole shift in energy taking place on the planet, like that's always at the top of my mind, is we're kind of stepping into that direction where we're coming into more integrity, right? And people are breaking through the fears. And so I think like the people that don't actually start to conquer that side of them and really get to know who they are personally so they can set clear intentions, because everything does work through law of attraction, right? When you think it, you start to get those things into your life, right?
Mm-hmm.
So setting those clear, healthy boundaries is so important. And I guess what is something that you've done in your life to conquer those fears, to help make your relationships better?
So what I actually did in my life was not saying you have to do this, but like I just totally stopped. And
Stopped what?
like stopped dating.
Okay.
I just stopped.
Mm-hmm.
And I was just focusing, like I should say, like everybody say focusing on themselves. So I don't want to say that. I was doing I was exercising more. I was doing more like research, trying to figure out like what I actually like doing now, which is like making videos, and just really trying to like learn and explore that. Try to read different books. Try to dig a little bit deeper about relationships and what works for people, because like no one teaches us this in school, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because there's a lot of psychology going on, which we already know. It's our subconscious. Like normally we will be talking, we'll be saying this and we're saying that, but what we actually respond to is totally different.
Mm-hmm.
So like, I had to actually learn all that stuff and learn how to carry myself and
Learn how to what?
learn how to carry myself like a man, and just know that there is abundance.
Mm-hmm.
And being alone. So even though I was alone, I just know when I go back out, I'm actually better than before, because I take a pause and I just worked out, and I was like, I just want to focus on these things and whatever,
Mm-hmm.
and get my mind right. And sometimes it's not about like just working and grinding. Sometimes it's about just being by yourself.
So when you say you
Yeah.
took a pause,
Yeah.
would you, so say someone that still needs an intimate connection, is that where like the whole booty call can come in?
Well,
Or did you say you took a total like pause
Yeah.
from everything?
yeah, I took a pause from having sex, but like I will still like meet, like when I say I will still have interactions and communication, but I wasn't like looking to have sex. Like if my urges or whatever, I just I let it pass, and I exercised and I did more research.
How did you deal with it when you would
Mhm.
get like that intense need for sex? What would you do?
Yeah, so when I got that intense need for sex, because like normally I just like masturbate or whatever,
Yeah.
but like I want to take the energy and positive. So what I would do, but I felt the urge,
Yeah.
I would like go somewhere outside in public.
Okay.
So if I was outside in public, where you just go to a grocery store, you just go to a bookstore,
Oh,
whatever.
to get your mind off of it.
Well, if I'm in public, I can't do nothing, right?
Yeah.
So
So you just have to let it pass.
yeah,
That's
because if I'm in
hard.
public, I can't really do anything.
Yeah.
Right? Huh?
That's hard.
It's not.
So what was
It's
your
a program,
reasoning?
right?
What was your? Yeah, it is a program.
It's a program, so the more you do it, the better you get at it.
So what was your reasoning for that?
Well, for men, we just look at we just look at a female. We see she looking attractive to us, and she has the things we desire, and we want to meet our needs. If that makes sense.
Like,
So.
what do you mean by meet your needs?
Like, have an orgasm, like.
Okay.
Like.
So your sexual needs, yeah.
Right, that's the best. Yeah, your sexual needs, because it's more than just orgasm. It's like the touch, the feel, everything, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you just as a guy, it's just you meeting your needs, right?
Mm-hmm.
And the guy is a lot different to like a female, where we could just meet the needs and that's it. That.
Mm-hmm.
That's why you see more females as like escorts or prostitutes, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because the guy doesn't really need that other part.
He doesn't need the committed relationship.
No, if he's just in that zone.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Eventually, when he passes that, he'll get out of his system or whatever. But then he'd be like, okay, now I could
settle down or
create
more.
Well, I was just settling down. Now he's seeking more.
Okay.
Than just a bang.
Mm.
That's what Now he's like, okay, companionship may be good. Hey, I would like to travel. Having somebody to go with me would be cool too.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Joking around. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So it all depends on what you're seeking at that particular point in your life.
Okay, so that's what you did. So you had some time. How much time would you say is a good amount of time for someone to kind of like get back in touch with themselves?
I would say 3 months.
Okay.
Yeah, but if you can't do that, because everybody's not going to be like me.
Because that takes a lot of strength to be able to.
Well, it doesn't really take strength. It's kind of like, what's your priority? Because you, in your back of your mind, you know you're gonna be better, and you'll be getting more, more abundance.
So, right, exactly.
So it's kind of like, I'm taking this space to this.
So you were aware of the law of attraction.
Well, I wouldn't say I was aware of the law of attraction. Okay. I was more aware of like working and trying to figure out like who I am, and to make myself like happy without anybody else influences. Okay. So once I figured that out, then I was ready to go out there, and always when I met someone, it was like a guy told me this, and it was the best advice ever. You meet somebody, they're teaching you, you teaching them. You learning from them, they're learning from you. So anytime I go to the next step, it's always just going to be way better. If you choose to learn and grow and evolve, right? Some people like to stay in the same cycle and drama and over and over and over and over, right? It's just mindset. If you set your mind like, I'll meet somebody, this is another human being, another entity. Have you ever been at a space like that where you were only looking to get from someone? Yeah. Okay. I was never the person to get like money or finances, because I was a very strong believer I can get it. But yeah, I definitely just want to get a booty and put another notch in my belt. Yeah. Oh well, yes. Yeah, I would say I was in that kind of space. Yeah. Where I was just like, get the booty. What made you change? What made you want to change? What made me change was like, it was just like, it was nothing deeper. It was just on the surface. You know what I mean? Oh, okay. It was just surface. It was just like bam, bam, bam. Thank you, ma'am. And there's nothing. I didn't really learn anything. We didn't do. You know what I mean? It's just like. So it eventually grew old. Yeah. Eventually, it got out of my system. You know what I mean? Because you go through phases, you know. Especially if you're in a committed relationship. Like me, I was in a committed relationship. But before that, I was like that, notch. And I got in a committed relationship. Once I came out, I was like back to, like a hound dog. I'm like, oh, where's it? Like, every tits and booty was looking good. I'm like, hey, where's that girl with that big booty? Hi, my name is Oren. I live over here. What's your number? Yeah. So you know what I mean? As everybody, you know. We all go through, like they say, the whole stage. Alright? So guys, we go through it too when all we're looking for is just to have some fun and we don't want to be in a relationship because we just came out of one. So yeah. So I believe that's like the dynamic, of life. It's like you just come in a relationship, but then you meet somebody, but they want a relationship. And then when you ready for a relationship, they don't want a relationship. So it's kind of like, man, learn how to be alone. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Be comfortable with that. If somebody comes along, then they come along.
Yeah.
That's it. Don't like force it.
Yeah.
Yeah, just let it happen organically.
Okay. So do you want to share any deep dark secrets about, in the bedroom, any intimate kind of discussions about, what gets a guy going?
Oh, that's very interesting. What gets a guy going is a girl who's like really like passion. You know what I mean? She don't just like, oh, I'm here, that's it. You know what I mean? She's kissing you like you're gonna go away for 10 years in prison or you're gonna go off somewhere. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
She's sucking your dick like it's the last stick on the planet. You know what I mean? I'm just she's just like that passion, like, wow, this is like I'm soaking everything up. She's not just like I'm going through the motion.
Yeah.
And I'd be like, hey, I'm here, you should just like be good to you, that's it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? She put in some effort in.
So someone that meets you at the same energy level.
Or she put in like her feminine energy in it, she has candles sometime. You know what I mean? Like she actually she will initiate some foreplay or like, you know what I mean? She actually into you.
Okay, and how about from the guy's perspective? How can a girl know that the guy's really into them?
How can you know if the guy's into you?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll say because spending time with you.
Okay, more than just in the bedroom.
Well, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So there's not gonna be
it's pretty simple.
in the bedroom. In the bedroom, if they're spending time with you there, that's just they think you're attractive.
Yes, physically, yeah.
Physically, but if they really like you, they're gonna want to spend time with you outside of the bedroom.
Because that's how you get to know somebody, right? You can't be. I don't know. You be fucking and hey, how was your day today? You can't get to know somebody when you have a sex, right? It's like, you had a long day. Do you want to order pizza? So yeah.
Yeah.
That means you don't want to get to know them. It's like, shut up, we doing this activity.
Yeah. Okay. Well, thanks for sharing your perspective. And I hope it helps someone out there that needs to hear it.
Yeah. Thank you guys for watching. I'm honored. And guys, just take your time and let your intentions be clear. Like what you want and who you are. In the beginning.
Get to know who you are too.
Yes. That's like the first one actually. Yeah. Get to know you. Yeah.
And yeah.
So thanks for watching and thank you for the interview. Appreciate it.
Thanks.
Let the blessings flow.